Combat sports go against the will of God. There's violence, wrath, pride, lust, greed. When two gladiators, people, get into the arena, they're there to hurt each other. They're there to fight to the death. But luckily our bodies aren't strong enough to kill someone in one blow, and there's someone there, a referee, to prevent that from happening. However, the mindset is what counts. Because if you go there concerned about your opponent, he'll hurt you. Most of the fighters come from a violent and abusive past, be it from their family or bullying by other people. They get infected early on with these demons, just like the porn stars who were molested as children and decided to make their trauma their way of making money. And by doing what we think it's right in our eyes, society's eyes, we don't forget, we stop caring about what's right in God's eyes. We make excuses like, they're old enough to make their own decisions, it's their bodies. When we see two people that we care about fighting, what's the first thing we do? We try to stop it. Why? Because they're going to hurt each other, even knowing that both of them made that choice. They're fighting for everything that is against God, even if they thank God in the end. And the reward, what is it? Fame that attracts all kinds of predators, blood money, like literally blood money, that's used to feed their family when there are other ways. But they don't want to just feed their family, but to be rich, no matter the cost. Although, most say that they would never want for their children to follow into their footsteps. But people, especially children, only learn by what they're shown, not what they're told. They have to be an example. Boastfulness, bragging rights. And how is all of this achieved? Well, to have a massive winner you have to have a massive loser. We have to be willing to put down someone, just so we can feel powerful. Many will say that if it was the other way around, they would do the same. Yes, but as Christians we do not follow the world or our basic human instincts. We do not follow or copy man, we follow and copy God. And He says to love each other, to respect each other, to forgive and not seek revenge. Therefore, if they would have done the same or worse, that's their choice and their soul, not ours. Fighting is fun, it is entertaining, but it's also barbaric. I personally love training martial arts. It's the most fun I ever had, practicing any kind of sport. But when people lose control and it gets violent, now that's a problem. Because we're there to learn how to defend ourselves, to have fun, to feel more confident, not to be constantly in a situation that may never happen unless someone instigates it. We need martial arts training because we need to feel confident when among other people. And since we know there's people who are willing to use physical means to get their point across, we need to know how to prevent it and not use it as a way to solve conflicts. Why is something wrong or illegal to do in general, but if it's inside an institution is fine? Why? Because there's oversight? Rules that are constantly broken. Injecting your body with unnatural chemicals to be able to beat your opponent. All honor and respect go out the window, and now this is all about winning at all costs for money. We all understand that people have to do things for money, but if that money comes at the expense of someone else's health, being physical or mental, is that money worth it? Forget about if they would have done the same, what are you doing? Because when you die, God will not care about what the other person did to you. How did you respond? He won't care that you had no other choice. When you did, we always have. It just wasn't the one that you were willing to take. So, how did you respond? God warned us to not love other gods, which in this case is money. He also warned us to not make idols for ourselves. How many times are we going to watch on the news that our sports heroes, idols, beat their spouses, rape women, get away with the most heinous crimes? Not to mention the corrupt businessmen that steal from their fighters, overpriced tickets, fix fights. And all this power, who gives it to them? Us. These wicked people, if it weren't for us, they'd be in jail or actually never had done those things. Being they'd just be another regular person with real consequences for their actions.